Hey, you're welcome tonight and today, this week, business and crypto market or financial market in general, uh, getting what to get and probably let me share my page with us right now. All right. So let me take from the market overview generally. You're welcome tonight. Before showing us opportunity abound that we can take. So let's look at those of us, remember, we'll say the backdrop of everything has to lie to the US dollar index. And that's one of the greatest aspects, irrespective of what market you're operating on. Different from maybe a castigated market, something like synthetic market that has no, that's more highly algorithmic in nature than the fundamental influences, as it were. However, the volatility is influenced fundamentally, right, in terms of volumes that happen in the markets. So, but news and all the like probably may not have significant effect on it. So, on that note, so we look at the market, as it were, and the adverse of this has been very lovely for since I think the month of September. That has been very, very lovely for we said as long as you are trading the financial market, you definitely need a combination of factors to be considered. So fundamental is the one that produces volumes in the market and all of that. So probably you just want to know how to navigate around, the markets, even in crypto, Forex and all the like. So now coming to this guy, the DXY. Remember, if you've been following us, I say my ultimate target was 109. And of course, we'll have a lot of, just like the fundamental that happened, we can extend to the all-time high, perhaps 113, as it were. So, but my ultimate target for a very long time had been 109 points, and before we could start having a kind of reversal. And that I've been doing. But however, we seem to want to have a kind of sideways within this season. And so that could give a kind of opportunity. All right, probably we'll return back here, whichever one. That's going to be a very choppy. For those of you who are trading Forex, I've told you guys how this was excessively bearish. That was Euro USD, all this why. And remember, we'll talk about this last point. All right. So if this goes sideways, so then you can have a very more crazy continuation for Euro USD, as it were. Those of you who trade Forex. But this is a season that people got to be careful, especially if you are trading Forex, except you can master a few instruments because at this point in time, the market will be highly scanty. Why? Because of you wouldn't have the kind of volume that you should have in the market that we give you to an extent a proper confidence of the direction the market ought to continue going to. And that's one of the things that we said when year come to an end, especially we entered in the month of November, December, there's a time people blow account easily because of scanty volumes available in the market. Okay, so but give and take, the DXY, if you take some sideways move this week, then you could have a kind of pullback for Euro USD and before the continuation again downward. But of course, tentatively, I'm seeing a kind of bottom already at this region. But nevertheless, you got to be careful to know, especially those of you who are scalping, fine. You probably could be finding some entry and exit if you're smart enough and all of that. For um, okay, so for forex traders and so taking out this. Now, I told us last week that gold was bullish and it continued to be bullish, and that was lovely. Most of my position were not closed. Most of my position were not close on gold. Rather, I was stacking in. I think I come into because I told us that if we could have a break of this point and we saw the selling point, so we had to have a bounce up here. And eventually we crossed that and I said, oh, this is lovely. And so I think I find more entry and I added more position at 260, 2,600. All right. And then we'll still continue. So for me, and maybe just a little pullback at the market open today. And then please, gentle giant, stop playing with our screen. Okay. So now where my target is that once we're able to we could have a sharp projection if the market continue, probably at 72740 thereabout for the market. That's good. So someone will say, okay, can I see enter gold this week? Why not? But you have to wait for a kind of certain pullback to find a proper entry for the gold. So, but I've been on gold and so I've been trailing it and just trail my stop loss. And so that's one of the things that gold has held on and was able to get just a kind of touch here and then we'll continue. So gold for it is still very fantastic and all of that. For those of you who are trading currencies, um, so you continue to navigate all of this. So now let's go to Bitcoin quickly. Bitcoin, like I said, in this cycle, so this had been a very bad move for, the guy had been excessively pumping and all the like. So, but this one of the fantastic thing that happened that I love for Bitcoin. So even if we're not to be crashing down to $93,000, yeah, we have to crash down to $93,000. Maybe it will still happen. I don't know, but either it happens or it doesn't happen. It doesn't really matter to me. So so my business not actually with Bitcoin as such. All right. So because I actually needed Bitcoin to have a kind of sideways move for us to enjoy the momentum with altcoins. You remember, most of the altcoins are actually not have their days, though some have done enough, more than enough. So for Bitcoin, so if we have a kind of drop to $93,000 and go sideways, that was going to be very healthy for altcoin. But if we're going to go crazily and then actually break below 85,000, that's not going to be too good because but tentatively, we're not saying that we have top of the roof, right? So we shouldn't go. Okay, so below is it 85,000 or something? Something like that, yeah. So $85,000, all right? And then you should be fine. But if that happens, that will go below that, then $73,000. So that will take the whole world by storm anyway. But we cannot be too sure. So if you're trading, you probably want to trade with more stop loss, and that doesn't give you a confidence to say you probably want to short. Anyone who wanted to short, I think somebody was chatting with me the other day, and he said he put a sell that's shorting the market at $99,000 and put stop loss above 100,000. I think such person must have maximized the profits right now as Bitcoin actually created that. So you could have Bitcoin return back this week, back here, and then we'll have a continuation. Definitely, we have said, for instance, like mine, right from beginning, my ultimate first target of Bitcoin was 79,000, and the second one was 90,000, and then the third one is 110,000. So that means I'm still expecting Bitcoin, right, to hit at this point. So that means if that could happen, so we could look at Bitcoin with more 10% move. But any magic can happen, so don't get it twisted because we're in abnormal time now. But one thing everyone must understand is that when the bomb explosion will happen, that we're top of the roof and the market's now gravitating down, it's going to be very parabolic. So for me, I'm a bit careful. And if you are trading, if you're a trader, maybe you have tokens that you buy, like Bitcoin or related tokens, and it's on your exchange. and therefore trading, the best you can be doing for yourself is to be trailing stop loss. And so for people who bought Bitcoin at $17,000, $20,000 and all of that, so it's not a bad deal that you put your stop loss above maybe just at $70,000, right? So maybe put your stop loss at $70,000 and watching what's going to happen to the market. So, but certainly we've said that we're not yet out of the top yet, right? Because I will still have a kind of one leg up to hit the all-time high. That's the top of the roof. Perhaps may extend to 2025. So many persons were still asking me when are we going to enter the bull run. So it can be laughing and all of that. So that's one of the things we should know. Okay. So many of those coins still have a lot of ways to go because they have not really fulfilled outside. Like I said, my ultimate goal for Solana was $350, $500, and eventually probably can get up to 700. So like BNB, of course, BNB, my target is actually $1,000 in this cycle. So if you're a kind of future traders and all of that, of course, I'm sure you ought to have find an entry all this while. But if you don't, maybe after this week or tomorrow, when you see the marvelous things that Bitcoin probably will do, if you have a very nice pullback, then you can be targeting to find an entry for BNB, Solana, and all of that. So Solana, the Bitcoin can drop down crazily. Then you can find Solana at $222 region, or perhaps even down to $210 for Solana. And that's going to give you maybe the last chance of buying cheaper before the top of the roof for the general market, as it were. Okay, and so the counsel I can give to anyone if you're buying into anything now, because you say, okay, can I be shorting the market? I'm not saying that because the trend is not over. Okay, so if probably you are longing or shorting, maybe it should not be, for instance, those of us who are trading futures, maybe it should not be with bogus um what's it called? Leverage. Okay, I remember a signal I sent to from private mentorship was it this evening or the afternoon time was I just say use 3x, 3 to 5x. That was what I say. I think it was on the chain link. It was on chain link. I think I have that here. Thanks a moment. Chain link. Oh yeah, chain link. And I said just use 3 to 5x. Yeah, so the lowest leverage I actually use is 10, but for safety purpose for anyone trading, I always love to say use 3x, 5x so that you can control it. Especially when you didn't find a good entry on time. So you probably want to protect because of if the stop loss is going to be very bogus. Okay. So that for the crypto. So there are other coins that have not actually, I was looking at the coin, I think it was Atom from the all-time high. I actually didn't find it actually didn't. So it was fortunately the previous week it started trending much. So if not, it actually do not really have. It has been seriously punctured. So unlike other coins, as it were. So looking at the all-time high, about 40 something dollars. So you still have a long way to go. But the narrative around it is not too juicy. That's one of the things. So that means you're looking at if this guy will actually cross $14, then so these are some of the coins that are like abandoned. So you can do 200%. So for me, yeah, I have this token is just kept in the kind of staking platform and all of that. So probably if the only one who was not in before now, so probably we want to look at because it was perpetual at $4-5. So you want to find if it's in here, probably consolidate. So you can write it down perhaps when it could be part of those tokens you may want to buy when Bitcoin want to take the next leg up. So you can do average of 250 to 300% before the all-time high, as it were. Okay, I'm just bringing out some of those tokens. Um, so there was another token. Yeah, what was this? Yeah, okay, XEC, it's not something like that. Okay, I think it has been struggling for a while. Yeah, I think, yeah, XTC. Sorry. Okay, I think it was this one. I think it has actually pumped. I was seeing it last week. Yeah, I think it has done. Okay, oh shit. I think it's out already. It was last week. So okay. So certainly Avers is still trying its best to get out of the trouble, right? Targeting it I think $70 or so. So, but I'm not going to be surprised this week if Avers could hit up to $50. So that means if I'm holding my Avers, no matter what market is doing now, there's no point selling it. You just wait. Okay. So you just wait for Avers to continue. But of course, we have done amazingly well. Okay, so I think Sui is struggling to find another continuation. I'm not sure is it kind you want to actually. Well, my target for this time, I think I told us from when some bought at 50 cents was the target for this token is $10 to $15 in this cycle. So if you don't know the coin to buy and hold, I'm not sure it's a bad deal. Even ICX, ICX token, still have, I think, a long way to go. Okay. So ICS all-time high, I think about $3 thereabout. And so you are having at 15 cents right now, something. So these are coins that are still down crazily for their movement. So you probably want to find a way, probably just buy and hold. If you're not a very strong professional regular trader, you probably want to buy and just hold uh, to see what Mr. B will do. Okay, I think that's one of the things. So now, those of us who are using trading bots, okay, so let me just quickly go into some things, because one thing I've discovered, a lot of people will tell you, I was not aware of stuff. And I've said that good things actually does not sell itself. It's rather what is well marketed that sells. So something can be good, but if it's not well marketed, it may not be appreciated. That's one of the things I've discovered. So good thing does not sell itself. And so bad things sell because people market it. Right? So good thing does not sell itself. So bad thing sells because people market it. Okay. So now, those of you who are new, I'm sure you'll be asking yourself, what should I be doing? There are a whole lot of things you can be doing. I'm telling you, there are a whole lot of things you can be doing. Now, those of you who want to be, which coin will I buy and sell for the week? Now, let me just give you one strategy. This is CoinGecko, for instance. I'm not going deeper to this. This is CoinGecko, for instance. Okay, let me just refresh this. So here is CoinGecko, for instance, if you're a regular day trader. And so what you want to do if you come to CoinGecko every day, like you wake up tomorrow, you want to trade and you don't know what to trade. And so usually, even the bear market, so usually what you do is to look at these 7 days, you can click on it to flip up coin that have done well. And so you can see XLM is still pumping. Because I saw it at the previous time, this was so negative. Now, most time it shows, so I want to see The last 7 days, those ones that have performed very well. Remember, not every coin you will see here, okay? So now look at XLM. So most time, maybe the coins just delay coming out or it has done massive. So look at XLM and it's 170% in 7 days, right? And now, so let's look at it, 50 something cent. So let me quickly click on XLM. So clicking on XLM, let's look at the all-time high of XLM. So all-time high of XLM, come on, that's about it something, it's $7. Wow. So XLM 9 years ago, come on, right? XLM 9 years ago. Now, so if we look at it logically, okay, so let me go to trading view. So just to use it here, fast. Okay. So here is XLM, right? So this is hourly, and probably let's go for daily first. Oh man. So you can see XLM have been so silent, and so the pumping is crazy, man. This is what I mean, crazy. Man, that was crazy for the past. So sometimes I locate coins that have been sleeping and I look at potential breakout of them. And so quite unfortunately, if you want to look at XLM now, so I got to look at the 1 hour time frame, 4 hours rather. And okay. So for traders, for instance, look at 4 hours, or let me look at daily, sorry, before man, but XLM has pumped too much. Okay. So now, so looking at 4 hours. So XLM, all-time high 87. So it's getting crazy, crazily going there as it were. So I can long XLM. I'm not asking you to do that because I'm not doing proper analysis. What I'm just doing is that sometimes I just come that way to look at which coin can I buy or short. Okay. Let me just go back to the one that is lower. Let's go this way. Okay. Popcard. I think Popcard have been struggling actually. So Popcard have been struggling actually. Popcard, Peanut. Okay. So let's look at this Peanut, Popcard, with Floki and Sui. Okay. So let me go to my chart sometime. With. So let's look at with. Okay. I think um with okay. So perhaps you want to look at with that could be a buy opportunity for you, crossing this and continue. Yeah, you want to ask if Felix are we to buy with. So I can target 10% for with if I'm able to cross and consolidate this. If not, I would rather want to wait for with, or this is the strategy I use most time. If you trade futures, you find a little entry and wait for the market to actually consolidate back to the kind of demand zone, and then you find an entry. So WIF can be a coin on your watch list from today, tomorrow to find an entry. We check, which other one do we check just now? Popcart, let me leave Popcart alone because it has really done well. Okay, Peanut. Okay, Peanut and Floki. Peanut, okay, I think I'm correct. Okay, so peanuts actually still continue selling 1.21. Okay, peanuts 1.21. As first. So peanuts actually continue to sell no matter what you're doing. All right. Because if you don't even rally back up now, it's to like take so it definitely not be a coin that I'm going to be buying. Rather, I'll be looking for a short or peanuts, perhaps somewhere to this point, 5%, or avoid it as much as possible to face other one that had no. So, but peanuts supposed to be selling, right? If not down to this point, that's about 11%, which is like back to $1 plus. Okay, so peanuts supposed to be selling. So we have said we've so we've to cross and then find a point or return back here before I can find an entry, as it were. So some of those I'm already on long for Chainlink, Avers, and some other related tokens. And somebody may ask me, can I still buy on Avers? Yeah, why not? If you can bear the risk to an extent. So because if you are trading futures, so Avers, okay, 5, so let's take here. 5%. So with 10x, 40%. So with 5x, that's 20%. So you can see be good. So about 3x over here, so that's about 12% or something for your equity, depending on what you're doing. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to buy Sui because I think she's getting tired. What I know that this guy is still very energetic, the chain link. And I have a long position. I'm not closing. Even if you come down, I'm not going to touch it. Okay. So those of you who are new, it's expedient you need to have Phantom Wallet. We'll be announcing it. And then it's expedient you have an exchange platform. So if you're on our group, we'll always send them on our group. So you need to have some of those exchange platform. Register is free and you're not charged to register and use exchange. All right. Then into a few other platforms to always go through what's going on in the markets. And so to know how to check the market, which coin to buy, and where to buy it. And now, so the next, like on memcoin, I use a lot of robotic system, like auto snipe, right? Like Photon, right? These are platforms that use to check market, buy coin and sell and all like, all right? So you can see developer sold. Once developer sold the coin, the next thing is to rock pool unless you have a community takeover. That's exactly what this guy is offering. Okay. So most time when you want to trade memcoin, I always advise if you don't know how to stay with memcoin for very regular, the best you will just do for yourself is probably you want to look at to filter the token. For instance, so let's say you're looking for trending 24 hours trending. All right, probably even filter. Okay, so going by like 100,000 liquidity, minimum cap, say 300,000. Okay. So okay, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, so PH, so say 48 hours. Right? So don't all platform, actually Solana to apply. So probably you want to see coins that, oh, this guy, wow, this Chi. So you want to find coin that had actually been listed for not just a few hours. Okay, so look at this guy now. That's about having this 9 days token. Probably you want to check more, being strategic about the token, and then want to go more detail about them. So, okay, you can see this 300 million, that's too big for me. So I don't need this type of token, all right? Except if I've gone to check other variables around them. So, but I wouldn't need this type of token. 300 million, what do I need? Need token that's still range of less than 1 million or 1 million. So when you get to 10, 20, 30, 40, this is 300 million, 309 million. No, that's not what you're looking for. Okay, so I may not be able to do all of these details. So now, so let me go quickly take you to opportunity available. All right, so I just navigate because sometimes people will tell me, I'm not aware, I don't know about this thing. So I'm going to show us, sorry, those of you who are new, what predominantly do we look at in maximizing opportunity in the space? Number one, for me, let me just quickly log into different platforms. For me, I maximize opportunity for passive income system. And okay, so sorry, just want to log into platform now. Okay. Sorry. That's a moment. I need to log in and just show us. Cryptocurrency is marvelous. Just for us to, or let me say, financial market generally, but cryptocurrency is exceptional because I always told us that that's the place you can come to and make a lot of money. Help yourself. Okay, so that's what it is. So let's look at and then Avers. So I have my boat running on my Avers and running on different cryptos. And I still do my manual trading when I have the time. And that's one of the things that I want to expose you guys to. Why do I need to use robot? Right? But not all robot anyway. So you have to be very careful. So why do I have to use robot? Because I wouldn't have all the time to stay in the market. All right. So I can check market and then leverage on the robot to be doing what's supposed to be doing for me while I hold my peace. Okay. So that's the whole essence of robot. So now I'm going to take us through opportunity, right? Let me just quickly share with us opportunity that we have for you to maximize. So there are three things we do in the crypto or in the financials market. Number one, we invest, all right? We invest, we trade, and we market. And today we have kind of robotic system. So let me just show you guys something that will amaze you. And that's exactly what you need to pay attention to right now. Now, this is what happens. Now, I have a platform that's called Paynet Ecosystem. So if you want to make 9% monthly, you can be making 9% monthly, not affiliate, but on, a kind of, if I call it staking, it's beyond staking. Maybe, will I call it liquidity, providing liquidity into staking, stuff like that. And you can be making 9% every month. Now, listen to me. Sometimes, when we talk about investment or passive income system, I'll let you to know that if I'm actively doing trading, there is no passive income that can appeal to me. Let me call it this way. There's no passive income. Okay, I will do more than passive income. But you ask me a question, what does passive income actually do for me? When I get carried away with other things, and sometimes when because if you're a professional trader, you can never find an entry opportunity every time in the market. Hear me. If you are a professional trader, no professional trader always find an entry every time. It's not possible. So a professional trader tells you, oh, every time it comes to the market, I always find an opportunity, a buying or selling entry position. And that means a fake trader. Say I say that because why? You're going to find out some setup that will not align with your setting. And most professional traders who do maybe day trading scalping, they always have a session. Like forex traders will not, you can't see a forex trader now, for instance, a real forex trader who's going to be in the market every time in the day. No, he has checked the market and set his setup, right? And he's going to tell himself, oh, at London section, Nigerian local time, from 8 a.m. in the morning. And so I'm going to trade from 8 a.m. in the morning till around 11 a.m. Nigerian local time. And so if you cannot find any good opportunity at that time, he's going to wait for New York session. And at the New York session, I couldn't find that day, no setup for him. That's one of the things you see that the win rate of a high professional trader, he may not take trade every time, but you have winning rate more than you that take trade every time. So go and in this culture. So in a situation, for instance, now when I'm not saying I've won many forex traders who say this is the month of November, December, January, February, close to March. For a forex trader, especially currency trader, used to be very, very volatile because no volume. It would just, and this is the time people liquidate account. The account blow easily. So then, coming to next year, we end the bull run, for instance, top of the roof, and the market begins to do down and then sluggish down and then so you can now know the importance of me having a kind of plan B inside plan B, and that's whole essence. Now, the advantage you have if you are watching and listening to me this video right now, the advantage as a register with Paynet Ecosystem and fund your account. So with $500, I have free access to our 1-year plan B crypto light portfolio builders. Now, what do you do there? Just to like assemble some tokens you can buy, and so right? So you know that this, you can't be earning 9% on $500. What you can earn on $500 6%. So I say $1,000 to have access to 2 years plan B light portfolio. So because what you actually pay for crypto lights portfolio plan B is about $500 per year or something. And now, so you have access to it. So why you have, so this you're earning 7% of your staking, liquidity staking volume into Paynet ecosystem. So that's 7% per month. Now, $3,000 is where you make 9% per month. That's about $270 every month. Okay. Now, now have 1 year access to Plan B, be within premium. Then have minimum of 5 packages of 3,000 to gain access to Plan B private mentorship lifetime access. So 3,000 times 5 is 15,000. So you're earning your money. Then we'll talk about the robotics. So I have just told you about if you're in an ecosystem and you have not registered on you trading, so those of you who have enough time to trade and all of that, perhaps you may claim you don't know, you don't need it. But I will tell you one of the unique parts of why I love using you trading is the internal settings to be able to trade what we call non-liquidated future trading. So some of you have been getting scared of trading future because of liquidation. I think the best I can recommend for you is you trading both. Why? Because once you register, you have access to at least coin to set and trade. And I'll say that the settings, the internal setting, now you're going to have drawdown. But if you understand what drawdown is, you're not going to panic. And that's exactly what you do. So if you understand what drawdown is and know the setting we have, you can have drawdown for a time being. In fact, I was checking one of my boats on YouTrading, and for like a month plus, a particular coin was giving me drawdown. And that coin now was the major one that had been performing more than every other coin for the past 1 week or so. And that coin is called Polkadot. Dot was at $3, $2, $4, and was rigmaroling there. So all of a sudden, I saw my boat was producing more money every day. I said, where's this money coming from? I now checked and discovered that Polkadot that was giving me drawdown of crazy amount had actually come up and all of that. So one of the things is that you trade here on then this you trading, both future and spot. And you can do different style, DCA, grid, and all the like. And I still call it 3-in-1. Why? Because you can do first automated, powerful automated for passive. And one of the lovely things I've checked on the automated, I prefer the spot because maybe because of the trend of the market anyway, right? active robotic, so you can now do set manual trading, both that is both trading, but you come to intervene sometime. On this automated, you don't intervene. You can set for 30 days, 90 days, and all the like. Then affiliate can make a lot of money if you build an affiliate on it. Okay, so 3 commas. This is my best boat, more mature boat for many, many years. I've used this boat for 7 years. Wow. So, but of course, there are a lot of strategic portfolio strategy building on it. So you can take advantage of it. But why this? This is cheaper and at least lighter in the sense that you that are just looking for dollar and all of that. So we that want to build asset accumulation, 3 commas is one of the best you can think about. So, but nevertheless, so those of you who don't want to, don't know what to do, you can set your automated and it will be trading. You don't need to leave fingers once you connect, but at least what you need is monitoring, because sometimes you need to understand what's going on to know maybe when the time expires to check and remove other things. Okay, so now CoinW, of course, is an exchange. Okay, I just enter long for link on that this evening, and that long is already building up. Okay, that long, I'm sure you'll see, I think, because I didn't enter on time, I was busy, and I'm sure that long now should be average of how many percent right now, because I use 10x in most of my future trading and all of that. Okay. Okay, so that is about 13% already. Okay. So maybe at the end of the day, if we get to my target, so I'm going to be doing average of maybe 50 to 70%, give and take. So why this? Because if you want to build affiliate, if you are a future trader and you want to build affiliate, I would recommend you to use CoinW, because they do what they call rebates. And if once registered, you can just let me know, and I'll set your rebate for you. Right? Bybit's a lovely exchange, not because of anything, but number one, you're flexible trading. Number two, you can easily connect your Bybit boat to CoinW, 3 commas, and all the like. So Trojan boat is the boat I use to trade meme coins on my Telegram. So perhaps maybe there, I think on the group, this thing was sent on the group. If you are not the group and you didn't see, you have to go there and check. Okay, so this guy, Paynet. Okay, let me use example. I was just telling us about the Paynet ecosystem. Example of it is that I think was an account I wanted to log in here. So you can see this staking here. All right, so look at the staking here. Right, so look at the staking here. I don't consider how many years will it take you to come out of this? So I consider from $500, 1,000, 3,000, and all of that. So 24-month contract, making about 9% every month, and that's about $270. And then you sign up, you want to activate, give you this way, you click confirm, it pop up and show you the amount of paying token you're going to do. So there are much education about this. I'm just paraphrasing. And you can look at it here now. You can look at this account, $3,000 account. What I've removed about 200,000, 200 and something, perhaps. So, it's about $9, yeah, something like that. Average of about $9 every day, right? So if we what has accumulated here, this $90. So if I want to just say, hey, $90 and click convert or just like withdraw, and then that's going to be added to this 132 Paynet token. And then if I click here now, the one I just clicked to convert now is here. So the same thing I want to withdraw, I can withdraw to what we call FMC Pay. It's an exchange owned by the platform that you can trade, do a lot of things on it. I will send it there and all of that. So that Paynet ecosystem so now so imagine if you have like 5 accounts. Sometime when I check on my accounts, let's say, imagine you have 5 accounts, or let's say 3 accounts. So that means in a month, even if I'm busy doing other things and I don't want to touch my token, I don't want to touch anything, I just know that if let's say you have 3 accounts of $3,000, I just know that about 800 and let's say $800 is going to come out as my salary for the month. And so I can be okay. And so strategically, what I'm doing now is that I will convert some USDT now from my, some token that have done good profit. Then I can just add more account. And so during the bear market, I can always have money to trade or have money to do other things I want to do. That's just logic. Of course, this is a company I've been in for more than 2 years, and the company I've been on for more than 3 years. So I've been on this platform since 2022. Okay. All right. So now synthetics. So we're trading synthetic. There's a new platform on synthetic we're trading called WellTrade. Right. I think I experimented some of those platform last week. If I was still going to log into the web terminal for you to see. So we use this more current because of their new features they added, but many of you know that what we use, the one have been derived for those of us who want to trade synthetics. For Forex, we just pick a platform called Capital Extend, and then I have Admira. It's an exchange broker. And I say, okay, if you fund your account with me more $200, okay, I think it's even over. I think it's $500 now. Say, if you fund your account $500, can have access to the inner forum. Then there are prop firm. So sign up for my daily choice and have this. Now, I quickly want to show you this. There's a promo going on now on so this is a prop firm, all right? Then we have 10 trade as a prop firm. We have funded next. Now, let me show you one promo that's heavily going. There's a prop firm already on crypto. Yeah, I'm part of them. And so I think I pick whatever. So you can sign on. And then, of course, this is a code. So that when you want to pay, you can use this code and reduce the payment you want to pay. And it's connected with Bybit and for you to. Now, there's a promo going on. It's called Black Friday on this Akas X. This is a lovely platform. People are doing a lot of stuff. So Akas X is running a promo. Black Friday started last week and it's still running and will continue to the end of this month. If I were you, especially lover of Forex traders, now you have many of us know about prop firm, or some of you do not know about prop firm. So what advantage do you have here? Ordinarily, they are made $10,000 challenge account as part of activation account, but there's a promo that's going on now. And what's the promo? So he said, so let me not bore you with all this long or this step, but I think it's posted. So there's a promo of $50,000 challenge account. You heard me right, free. And what do you need to do to get this free $50,000 challenge account? And you know how much okay, let me just show you guys. Assuming you are trade right. Sorry. Let's see traders. Okay. So now $50,000 challenge account because of Black Friday run by Akas X. But let's quickly look at something. Assuming you want to buy the $50,000 challenge account. Yeah, so let me go here. $50,000 challenge account. $50,000 challenge account. Okay, so let's look at it. This is $50,000 challenge account. How much are you going to pay? $325. $325 to have access to. Now, if it's $10, $1,000, $99. So $25,000, $225 for access to $50,000 challenge account. You need $325. But the Black Friday by Akas X that run a kind of partnership with My Daily Choice, you're getting, just because you activate your Akas X platform, you are giving $50,000 challenge account free. You hear me right? You know what challenge account? Those of you who are new, challenge account is that you say you know how to trade, but you don't have money. We give you money. Trade, pass our challenge, and obey our rule. Don't break our rules. Then you have account, you trade, and then when you finish pass level 1, 10%, level 2, 5%, then your account is funded live and you are trading any money you make. I think you are taking how many percent? Is it 80% or 90%? And then company take this. And what Aka's S give to you is this. And some little of you are beginners who don't know much. In fact, I was telling somebody last week that said I will always recommend for people who do not know anything about Forex or who are not disciplined on Forex to take challenge account because you will obey the rule by force. Okay. Now, so Aka's has what a feature called tap to trade. Tap to trade is that it's a system they have already connect your Aka's X account to the prop firm. Yours is that as a signal come, it give you a window period of is it 20 seconds or 30 seconds to just say yes, agree or and set reduce or increase your lot size. That's all. You don't need to know anything, and then the trade is picked. Then they have live section trading, training. Aka's always have academic videos you can watch and all of that. And they have community based. Then the other one, they have trade alert. So the trade alert is you'll see the setup, they tell you enter here and all of that. So you can come there and pick. And so you want to ask me, what does it take for me to be part of this Aka's? $150. The only difference is that this is like a signal, right? But assuming you take the first 1 month and follow all the whole detail, and probably the second month, because it's a kind of monthly stuff. But the moment you have activate, you already have the the challenge account free. It's for yours. And so one of the platform, look at it here. They make use of here. Let me just quickly do this. I'm wrapping up right now, guys. Okay, so I told you if you want to still long Avars, Chainlink, those of you who want to trade, you can see trade because I'm already on the trade, and so I'm just telling you. So you can see what's it called? Trade on Chainlink. Okay, I think I'm on 20% now. Yeah, so I'm on 20% now on the trade I entered. So I'm on 20% profit on the trade I entered on the trade I entered on my shit, what's this thing called? Could actually send a signal to the other group. Okay, so now look at it. So what you connect your account to is called Trade Locker. Okay, I was so you can see. So when I was giving signal to people last week on gold, I actually came here to look at because one of the lovely things is that you can use the Trade Locker just like MT5. So you have the app on your phone and you can trade on web on Trade Locker. That's a lovely thing. Now, like this is a terminal. This is a terminal for well trade, right? I do the terminal and all of that. These are my two lovely instruments. If I had time to trade since morning, I'll make raise a lot of money because these two guys, but they are crazy. They are crazy guys, which I don't always recommend for people who account is less than $200 or $500 to trade because they can be very, very fast. It can be very, very fast. Yeah, you hear me right. It can be very, very fast. But it can give you your money plenty, plenty as fast as possible. That's why I love these two instruments. So this is but these guys can be considerable for a beginner or who don't have enough money. You're trading with $20, $50, $100, then it will be all of those ones that can be recommended, or even 20 rather, and all of that. But these are my best instrument, but they are crazy. They can give you, sometime I will be on a trade, you can have drawdown of $50 within a seconds, not a seconds. So, but in less than 5 minutes, you can be on drawdown of $70. So imagine your account is not up to $500 and you are trading this. So you will be scared. So because sometimes, so imagine, let's say, okay, imagine this point now. Let's say, of course, let's say you have entered the market here after this. You already know that this market is going up, right? And then it was having a very massive drawdown. Number one, you'll be afraid of this year. So number two, you may even close the one you entered before. So most time, if I didn't add anything, so the one I'd opened before, I wouldn't touch it. I just allow it to run. And that's exactly what's these are lovely, lovely stuff that's happening. I don't want anybody to complain to me, I'm broke, I don't have money. I said, no, that's not true. Okay, so all the signals I've given, those of you who are using what's it called? Those of you on the AI Insider group, let me check it. I sent it on the group, right? That's long this, I'm sure. If you are in, congratulations. If you're not in, still congratulations anyway. So let me check on the Telegram. That was, oh, wait. Sorry. On the Telegram. Okay, Evers, XTZ, Link, and ICX. And so ICX was here that time. Yes, 118. So anyone who is on the only one, so this is already 2%, you will have closed. So anyone on cycle will still be rocking the cycle. ICX, EVA, XTZ. Wow, fantastic. Look at the XTZ. That's lovely. So when it's still pumping, yeah. So congratulations. But if you are not, if you didn't check the Telegram, wow. So people on XTZ are already in massive money. Wow, this is fantastic. So this is fantastic. So if you're on XTZ, what's going on? Sorry, I just quickly need to bring up this. Oh, I see. This guy entered, oh, 3 of 3. This is lovely. I love this. So I don't need to bother myself. It's already running more. 3 of 3. This one too, 2 of 2. Oh, lovely. That's the advantage of the robot. So those of you on ISTZ, if you want to see, so yeah, look at it. Let's see here. Still have a long way to go. If you want to still buy ISTZ, why not? You can go ahead and still do I call it XCZ, right? I think so. Is it ICX? ICX, right? Okay, not ICS. XTZ. XTZ. Okay? That's some unknown coin that probably would not know much about them. So they have a long way to go. So if you want to still buy, why not? You can buy. And that's what it is. Okay, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, okay. So this is what happens. Buying coin, hold it, trade, right? And then share opportunity with people. And then you can make a lot of money. Okay. So, but most time people come around and will not pay attention to important information, and that's why we missed out. Then another side, of course, you always take advantage of is the aspect of some what do I call it? I call them validated airdrop, okay? I call them validated airdrops. So some validated airdrops, but though there are some airdrops that you keep doing and doing, you may not get anything reasonable on time. So, but of course, there are some you'll get. I'm sure some of us who got grass airdrop, it was a massive one. Some got up to, right? Some got up to as high as sorry, just come up here. As high as, okay, some got as high as $9,000. I have a boy who got up to $9,000 worth of grass that time. Okay, so these are the things you do maximizing. First is buy and hold. Second is, of course, the regular trading, right? So third, some of those staking, farming are part of the coins we buy to hold and we leverage on to stake them for profit. Okay, so I think I need to pause at this point. You have any question? You can, okay, I can see some charts. Somebody said register in EU trading but couldn't download it on my iPhone. Oh yeah, I think that, let me check. What do they call this? There's an app you need to download first before you can download it. Is it, what do they call it? Okay, I will have to check. Sorry, you can chat me after now. Dan, I will have to get that thing across to you for you to download it. Okay. Okay, someone say kindly talk on Throne lending. Yeah, okay, so Throne lending, let me check the update. The update is sent was a new link was sent, but that link as you log in, I've not really understood the information of commit or not commit. So I just told us to wait. I need to get more. I don't want to make a mistake of like go and click and then, because what they say was that we need to use the new link and then the whole thing to migrate. All right. So, but I told us to wait. I missed there was an official Zoom that happened last week. Was it on Friday? But I was busy. And another one on Saturday. I was busy, but maybe tomorrow I will hear what's the outcome of the meeting. So, but everyone is expected. I'm sure I copied the message and I'll still post it again for us to click on the new link. But I don't think you need to go to the old one for anything. It's going to be, maybe there are some things we are going to click, but I've not gotten the proper update. So that will not just guesswork. Okay. Then somebody say, what's the possible top of the roof on Dogecoin? Okay, Dogecoin, let me look at it. Dogecoin, so let me quickly look at it, okay? So Dogecoin is one of the powerful coins that have been doing amazingly well and adding plenty money to my robots. Yeah, because it was just doing massive stuff. Let me look at it. Dogecoin. Doge. Let's look at Doge. Yes, Dogecoin. Dogecoin. DG. Okay, Dogecoin. We'll touch. Now, the point is that the kind of sentiment, right? The kind of sentiment around Doge is high. And so if that sentiment continue, Dogecoin can now finally enter $1. I've been talking about for over how many years ago. Okay? But even at that, because the question is that sometimes some of us, the time we ought to have bought into a coin, we don't. And so the question you ask yourself now, even if Doge will get to $1, let's see here, how many percentage will I make? Just 100 and something percent. So you can see when I'm checking some token and why I buy some token, even when it's coming down, the potential of them still going on, I will just be adding the calls. Look at it, look at Dodge. So, but if Dodge could go to, let's say, are there chances for Dodge to go to 1.2 or 1.6? Right? Let's look at it. 208 something percent. Well, it's still good now, but so that if you only want to, so the only thing I always advise people is that I will have better look at Dodge in a trading volume activities for me rather than because the time you ought to have bought Dodge was when it was in 10 cents. It was there perpetually, right? But I'm not discouraging people not to buy. So if you look at Dodge, I would rather want to be doing trading. So maybe day trading and swing trade on Dodge. I'm going to do more. Okay, I think I was even in a trade on Dodge. I forgot. I was on a trade in Dodge. Yeah, and my boat is perpetually on it. And in fact, it's one of the best performing token in my boat that has been doing amazingly well on my boat. So I would rather want to, so because for instance, now let's look at it. Even if Dodge wouldn't accomplish all this because Bitcoin can do anything, but let's say Dodge from here to this point, this is 5%. And I always use 10x. Minimum I use 10x. So if it's 10x, that's 50%. So if it's get here, 10x, that's 80%. Okay, so this is my last take profit. 13. So that's 130%. Who knows? I get there and start drawing down and all of that. I could find a short or wait for another powerful entry and all of that. So that's one of the things. And these are some of the factors we consider. Well, so it's Chainlink that I know that the madness in Chainlink may continue for a while because of some of those hype and narrative, around it, even though the price is bigger than, Doge. But of course, we're looking at the volume of Doge. Okay. So because Chainlink now have a perpetual trade that's running on it that I didn't stop, it's just running. It would reduce in a month. Let me check because like in the morning, something of very insignificant amount that was experimenting. All right. So it must have come down and I never bother myself. Okay. So imagine just $27 and I'm saying targeting for $27 to give me perhaps $500 to $1,000 over time. Yeah. So why? Because right now it's above above 100 and something dollar again to $200. So if it's going to do more like 2,000%, so you don't look at 2,000%, right? So from the current price, because of maybe 10x, it's still going to be do 2,000% of 200 or let's say $170. So 2,000 is 20x. So 170 multiplied by 20. So that's going to be $3,000. I'm even saying 1,000. So when I'm going to tell some persons that $27 produce $3,000, oh, are you sure? How? So, okay. So those are the things. Okay. And so I've told us, those of us who are trading gold is my best, instrument, right? So you can see all of those pullback on gold after a very massive pullback, a nice bounce, and then continuation, another pullback, and then a breakout. So it's not a bad deal that it opens and then come back, retrace, even back here or back into this point. So for me, if we open, well, I don't need to find any entry on gold already. Again, because I have positions still open on close on gold. So if you bounce, return back and bounce, then our continuation to that previous all-time high. That's one of the things we need to understand. Okay? So crypto is sweet, market is sweet, if you can pay attention and all of that. So Bitcoin now, so I think I found an entry on Bitcoin, I think 95,000 something, somewhere here. So that's almost 1% down. So at least up to 98,000. So if you're able to break that, then that's going to be massive, back up to 98,900. So, but Bitcoin may tend to start be doing some of those ranging. And also, if it's doing those ranging, that's going to make a lot of sense. So 3%, so if it's 10x, 30, so you can see why I don't even disturb myself to go and be trading Bitcoin like that, except inside if I want to trade it on maybe a broker, right? So because I can have more confidence on opening trade on that than other coin, except for the way Chainlink had been trending. So on Solana and Ethereum, of course, Ethereum has been failing, right? But nevertheless, so you can still find Ethereum to take a position. If you're able to break out of this point, then the next point here is 2%, so back up to 4%. They are good, but I rather would trade my lovely AVAX that's going to give me much money. Right? So because if anyone is on AVAX, when I was telling some persons today, yeah, so that will have been an amazing profit from here. Come on, this is 3% already. So 10x, that's 30%. So back up here to $43, 9%, that's 90%, right? So that those are the things I consider when I'm coming into any of those token I want to trade. So like I said, Popcards is getting tired, but Gridbot will have been trading in much with much money all this while if you know what you're doing and all of that. Yeah, so the same thing on the what's this? The same thing on the I think I have a great Gridbot running on Suite equally. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's so fantastic. That's how the market is, and then making money. And so I'm sure all of you have seen some of those opportunities I presented to you. It's amazing. And if you're in Lagos, I think I'm going to send a flyer on a group. Somebody who's one of the major leader in Africa, in Nigeria, on the ACAS S hosting a very big event in Lagos this week, right? So I'm going to send the flyers on the group so when you get there. So much money. And I think before the week runs out, I'm going to hold maybe a kind of presentation. So I remember I've asked him to come for presentation one of the days. Just that I was so choked today. If not, I will have asked him to come and explain more about ACAS export. Maybe within the week, we'll check his availability, and then I can invite him to come and explain more detail. And so that's how those of you who are trading Forex. Okay? So guys, congratulations if you have opened the signal I sent for you to long on using your boat. Congratulations if you've done that, because that will be amazing. And by now, you should have been running on profit. And so those of you on the just AI Insider AI system, please, you have two major strategy. First strategy is single and with the style I give. Second strategy is cycle and with then those of you who have activated 540 UGAS and you have minimum of $1,000 in your exchange, like Bybit or whatever, or then you need to chat with me so that you can be added to the VIP. And because the settings you are going to be having there, it's about 6 to 7 settings. You guys can see my Avas is lovely, it's going on, and that's what it is. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, and do have a lovely night rest. Bye-bye.